Have you ever felt that he doesn't want you back? That somehow, something feels off? Like he's moved on, yet his energy keeps circling around you? Here's the truth most women never hear. When a man truly regrets losing you, he rarely says it directly. Instead, regret leaks out through his behavior, his timing, and the small, quiet choices he makes when he thinks you're not watching. One of the first hidden signs is this: he suddenly becomes emotionally visible. Not dramatic, not desperate, just present. For example, he starts reacting to your existence again. He watches your stories without missing one. He likes a post that has nothing to do with him. Or he responds to something ordinary, like a photo of your coffee or a random thought you shared. This isn't coincidence. Men who feel relief don't monitor. Men who feel regret do. Another subtle sign appears in daily conversations. He brings up old memories by accident. A song you used to love. A place you once visited together. A joke only the two of you would understand. This isn't nostalgia. This is emotional checking. He's trying to see if the emotional door is still open. Not because he's ready to walk through it, but because knowing it's closed hurts more than knowing it's unlocked. You may also notice him asking questions that seem casual but feel personal. How have you been really? You seem different lately. You look happier. These questions aren't about you. They're about him. He's measuring the impact of his absence. And when a man regrets losing you, the scariest possibility for him isn't that you're sad. It's that you're fine. This is where many women get confused. They think, if he regretted it, he would say it. But regret doesn't speak first. Pride blocks it. Fear delays it. And uncertainty silences it. Instead, regret watches. Regret tests. Regret waits. And if you're noticing these small shifts, you're not imagining them. You're simply seeing what regret looks like when it's trying to hide. This is exactly the kind of emotional pattern we talk about here on Pure Her, helping you understand what men express without words, so you stop doubting your own perception and start trusting your intuition again. Another hidden sign shows up in his behavior when you don't respond the way you used to. He becomes slightly unsettled. Maybe you reply later than usual. Maybe you keep things polite instead of warm. Maybe you don't ask questions back. Suddenly he changes his tone. He sends a follow-up message. He adds an emoji he never used before. He tries to explain himself when you didn't ask for an explanation. This is not confidence. This is discomfort. A man who regrets losing you is deeply sensitive to emotional distance, because distance reminds him of the mistake he can't undo. You might also notice him becoming oddly supportive. He encourages your goals, compliments your growth, tells you that you deserve the best. On the surface, it looks mature, but underneath, it's guilt wrapped in kindness. This often shows up in daily life moments. He congratulates you a little too enthusiastically. He reacts strongly to your success. He asks about your plans even when he has no place in them. Why? Because regret isn't just missing you. It's realizing he underestimated you. Another powerful sign is inconsistency. One day he's distant. The next day, he's warm and curious. This emotional push and pull doesn't mean he's playing games. It means he's fighting himself. Part of him wants to stay away. Another part can't let go of the emotional bond. Men who don't care are consistent in their absence. Men who regret are inconsistent in their presence. And here's an important truth for you. His regret does not automatically mean reconciliation. Regret simply means awareness. Awareness of what he lost. Awareness of what he didn't protect. Awareness of the woman he thought would always be there. Your power is not in reacting to his regret. Your power is in observing it without chasing it. Because when a man truly regrets losing you, the more calm and grounded you remain, the louder his regret becomes. There's another sign that often goes unnoticed, yet it's one of the clearest ones. He tries to stay relevant in your life. Not romantically, not directly, but symbolically. He sends something useful, an article, a recommendation, a reminder about something you once mentioned. This is his way of saying, I still matter here. Regret doesn't always want intimacy. Sometimes it just wants connection. You might also notice him subtly competing with your peace. If you seem calm, he becomes restless. If you seem detached, he becomes curious. This emotional imbalance happens because regret disrupts his sense of control. He thought losing you would hurt less. He thought time would fix it. He thought you would struggle more. When those assumptions collapse, regret grows. Another everyday example. He asks indirect questions about your dating life. Not openly, not boldly, but through jokes or random comments. Your DMs must be crazy. Someone out there is lucky. You're probably talking to someone, right? These aren't jokes. They're fear disguised as humor. Fear that someone else is appreciating what he failed to value. But here's the most important sign of all. The one women often feel but can't explain. His energy lingers. Even when he's silent. Even when he's gone. Even when you don't talk. You sense unfinished business. This doesn't mean you should reopen doors. It means you should recognize your impact. Regret is not your responsibility to heal. It's his to process. And the more you stay aligned with your boundaries, your growth, and your self-respect, the clearer his regret becomes, without you having to prove anything. Here's what I want you to remember. If he truly regrets losing you, it will show in his behavior long before it shows in his words. In his attention. In his discomfort. In his inability to fully let go. But regret alone is not a promise of change. Your job is not to decode him endlessly. Your job is to stay rooted in your worth. When you stop chasing clarity, clarity finds you. When you stop explaining yourself, understanding appears. And when you stop shrinking, regret becomes visible. If this message resonated with you, it's because you're no longer the woman who needs validation. You're becoming the woman who recognizes patterns. This is the space we create together on Pure Her. If you want more content that helps you understand emotional dynamics without losing yourself in them, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a woman who needs this reminder today.